Hey everybody, we've created a Know Before You Go video to give you everything you need to know about Unveiled, the ultimate wedding planning event this Sunday. So first off, we're super excited because we've moved locations and we are now at the Renaissance Minneapolis Hotel, The Depot. This is a perfect venue for our show. So if you've been in our show before, don't go set up at the Minneapolis Convention Center. Make sure you're going to the right venue. No doubt somebody is going to show up at the convention center. Wanted to run down a few things about the show because there's a lot of things that are different because we're in a new venue and we're obviously dealing with COVID. So first, the show is from noon until 5, so make sure that your exhibit is set up, preferably by 11 o'clock. We have a photographer that's going to come shoot the entire show. We want to make sure that we have new photographs that better represent the experience that we're creating at the Renaissance Minneapolis Hotel, The Depot. One of the changes that is different with this show is our fashion show, the first fashion show of the day, actually starts prior to the doors of the exhibit's opening. So what's great is the first group of couples will come in, they'll watch the fashion show from 11:30 to 12, and at 12 o'clock they will be escorted into the exhibit spaces, which will give us kind of an instantaneous amount of traffic on the show floor. So what is also really interesting about the event venue is it is a very elongated space. And so we have created two distinct entry points so that we can ensure that as couples arrive and navigate the space, they're going to be able to enter into two places. Basically, the traffic flow of the entire show incorporates one-way aisles, and basically what we're doing is we're entering this looped pattern in two spaces. So for most exhibitors, it may take a few minutes for couples to navigate past the booths at the two entrance points, but they will get to you in very short order because we have instituted those two particular entry points. So there's a lot of pieces that go into the COVID protocol, and part of that is the timed entrances, and this has worked really well for our previous 3 shows that have happened during COVID. So couples are actually purchasing tickets for specific time slots, so they will come at their specified time, and what's really great is it's created a really fantastic traffic flow throughout the day, which means you're going to be talking to attendees throughout the entire show timeline, which is really great. So because of COVID, we also have a lot of protocols that we go through, including our health screenings. All staff, our staff, exhibitors, and attendees will go through a short health screening where they'll be asked a series of health screening questions, and we also do temperature checks. And this is just one way to make sure that Unveiled is a safe environment for everybody involved. Be aware that we will also be doing health screenings on setup days. So if you set up on Saturday, and our setup times are from noon until 4, we will also have you check in with our staff so that we can get a temperature check from you on Saturday as well. So as far as loading goes, we're going to have some details for you. Because of COVID, we will have a limited number of carts available, but if you can bring your own cart, it's helpful. There is a delay because we do sanitize each cart after use, and if you bring your own cart, it will just speed up your process for both your load in and your load out. Be aware that you are allowed to have 2 exhibit staff in your 10 by 10 space. If you have a larger space, like a 10 by 20, it's basically 2 people per 10 by 10 space. So you could have up to 4 exhibit staff in a 10 by 20 space. We do recommend that you work the show a little differently than maybe you have set up your booth in the past. One great way is to create some physical barriers between you and the attendees. Generally, we suggest not putting your table in front of your booth and inviting people into your booth, but during COVID times, the table actually makes a really good barrier and helps with that social distancing of 6 feet. Be aware that we will provide hand sanitizers for each exhibit, and so what's nice is that that will be there for you. If you have items that are going to be frequently touched by the attendees, we ask that you bring your own sanitation elements, wipes or other materials that you can wipe down any of your elements between the couples visiting your booth. Be aware that there is no food and beverage on the show floor. This is a way that we will ensure that all attendees are wearing masks. For those people, for health reasons that can't wear a mask, we will be providing a face shield. So everybody on the show floor, exhibitors, our staff, and attendees will all be required to have a mask or a face shield at all times. We will have signage throughout the show that will also be helping with kind of the COVID protocol. And one of the things that we have instituted is the one-way aisles, which I mentioned earlier, and there'll be stickers on the floor and other directional signage so that the attendees will have a clear point of sight to how to navigate through the show. The best part of the one-way aisles is every person attending the show is going to pass your booth, and this is one of the benefits that exhibitors have really liked with our most recent shows. So, we're super excited for the event this weekend. We're very close to selling out our initial ticket slots. I believe we're all sold out of our fashion shows at this point, and I think our first general admission ticket time has been sold out. We anticipate to accommodate about 900 people through the show on Sunday, which is a really great opportunity to connect with so many eager couples. And what we're finding is that the couples coming to the show currently during COVID seem to be really serious shoppers and ready to book. So we're really excited about that, and helping you gain business for not only 2021, but we're seeing a lot of couples that are planning weddings for 2022 and into 2023. So a great way to promote yourself through the show experience itself is to tag us on social media. We have a lot of our attendees are following us, and what's really great is it's fun to show sneak peeks behind the scenes. So even as you're setting up your booth, grab some photos or grab some videos and make sure that you tag at The Wedding Guys and at Unveiled Event. Until this weekend, looking forward to seeing you and having a really great event. I will see you on Load In, and if you have any questions, you can certainly reach out to me or any of our staff, and we're happy to help you. We'll see you this weekend.